Hello students, hope you all are well. Let us start our next video on the basis of 12th accounts part 2. Students, already you know the part 2 first chapter which I have given the number 8, the chapter is going on. And from this chapter what you have to learn almost all I already covered up. The last moment it came and some of the sums from your exercise, short type of sums from your exercise that I want to make you practice. The last video like that sum we made practice from your illustrations, and let us see from your exercise. According to your textbook, page number 60, question number 12, I wrote it here, page number 60, question number 12. I told you short type of sums also may come. 8 marks it may happen that 2 questions 4 marks or 4 questions 2 marks also can be given. When you read the question, that time you will try to understand what are the data it is given in this question. This is most important because according to your data you have to follow that one. Question number 12 or page number 60. Write generally in the books of the company for forfeited and reissue of forfeited shares from the following informations. Number 1. Company forfeited 800 equity shares of rupees 10 each of a shareholder for non-payment of the allotment money of rupees 4 per share, call money of rupees 3 per share. The shareholder had paid rupees 3 per share with applications. Forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 8 per share. If short type of sums are given now, then your target should be there. How many shares company is going to cancel? What is the face value of the shares? And out of that, how much is paid and how much is not paid? And whether all these shares company has reissued. If it is reissued or not, then last is there. It is how much. These are the data you have to collect. Then it will be easy for you. Number of shares. How many shares company is going to cancel? 800 shares. What is the face value? 10 rupees. No premium was given. And it is given for non-payment of allotment money of rupees 4 and call money of rupees 3. So you understand that applications, allotment and call. Call means first call and final call. That allotment is 4, call it is 3. The allotment is 4, call it is 3. So of course this is 3 because this 2 will be 8. And this is not paid. This is not paid. And this is paid. That you have to understand. And all the shares company is going to reissue at rupees 8 per share. All reissued at rupees 8 per share. This is the information which you have to collect. Then it will be easy for you to do the sums. All of you know the transactions. Number 1, first. Number 1. What is this? Share capital account debit. Share capital account debit to share forfeiture to call signature. I told you bar again and again that you write call signature. How many shares company is going to cancel? 800 shares. What is the face value? 10 rupees. That means 8,000. Out of that, how much company received the money? 3 rupees. Not received? 7 rupees. So this is paid. Paid by the shareholder. This is not paid. Not paid how much? 800 into 3. Not paid 800 into 7. Exact. Together I wrote it. 803 means 2400 and this is 5600. The first entry is over. Second entry it is given that you are going to reissue all these shares. Reissue entry you have to remember it. Bank account debit, share forfeiture account debit to share cap. The journal account whatever is coming, that you have to remember it. Now bank, how much is going to be issued? 800 shares, 8 rupees. So it is coming within bracket. If you write it, it will be very easy for you. How much you are not getting? 2 rupees. And how much is the share capital account was debited? Same amount it will be credited. So this is 8,000 and this is 64 and this is 1,600. 8 jar, 8 into 8 jar, 64. Correct? The second entry is over. Once you are able to pass the second entry, third entry very easy. What is the difference between this and this? 2,400 minus 1,600. So share forfeiture account debit. Share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve account. How much you will get? 2,400 minus 1,600. How much is coming? I think 800. First, the first is over. Forfeited means cancellation entry. This is reissue entry and transfer entry. Like that, if you are able to do, I think you will not have any problems for this passing this journal. So let us see the second one. What is the second is given that again you collect that data and according to that it will be very easy for you to pass the journal entries. What is the second is given? Second is given RBI Company Limited forfeited 600 shares of rupees 10 each. So you write it here 600 shares of rupees 10. Total shares 600 shares, face value is 10. And Sunil had paid the applications and allotment of rupees 5. So applications plus allotment, that is given 5. So obviously remaining 2 are 5 also. Okay. Then it is given but not paid the 3 per share and 2 per share for the 2 calls. So you understand the first and final. That is also 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. That you should tally it here. Then it will be easy for you. Now what happened? That out of this forfeited share, 400 shares were reissued at rupees 6 per share. See, total 600 shares were cancelled, but reissue time 400 shares reissued here and it is reissued at rupees 6 per share. This is little complicated. Very easy. Don't worry about it. Share capital account debit. Share capital account debit to share forfeiture to calls in ABI. The first same journal, the account is not going to change. The amount is going to change. How much? 600 into 10 is equal to 6,000. How much paid? 5. 5 paid, 5 not paid. So 3,000, 3,000. Is not it? This is 600 into 5. This is 600 into 5. This 5 is 2 plus 3. Next, bank account debit. Bank account debit, share forfeiture account debit to share cap. Here, keep in mind, we are not going to reissue all these shares. Out of the 600 shares, 400 shares we are going to reissue. Remaining 200 shares, they did not say anything. So now we will not pass the any entry which is not reissued. We are going to pass the entry for 400 shares. So this is 400 into 10 is equal to 4,000. So question may come, debit is 6,000, credit is 4,000. What is that 2,000 is left. Next one day we will company going to reissue, that time we will do it. Bank account debit, how much? 400 shares, not 600. Reissued 400 shares of rupees 6. 400 into 6, that means 2,400. And how much company is not getting? 400 into 4. Because at rupees 6, but total face value is 10. So company is not going to get the money. Company is going to get the loss 4 rupees per share. So this is the entry for the second. And third entry, generally I told that one, this minus this. But here, this minus this will not come. Keep in mind. Because this is the profit for 600 shares. So how much is part share profit? Part share profit is 5 rupees. This 3,000, I am writing here, this 3,000, actually you make it different for 600 shares, it is 3,000. So if you divide it, 400 shares how much and 200 shares how much? 400 shares will be 2,000 and 200 shares will be 1,000. So, including this 3,000, 2,000 each for the main profit for 400 shares. Now, you have to deduct 2,000 minus 1,600, not 3,000 minus 1,600. If you are deducting 3,000 minus 1,600, which is coming 1,400, it will be wrong, because this 3,000 is the profit for 600 shares. We are not going to reissue all these shares. Out of the 600 shares, 400 shares we are going to reissue. So how much is the profit for 400 shares? This is 2,000. So now 2,000 minus 1,600, which is coming 400. That is called share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve account. That is 2,000 minus 1,600. That you have to understand, otherwise it will be very difficult for you until and unless you are not getting the information, all this, that how much shares each company is going to cancel, what is the face value of the shares, how much they paid, how much not paid, all this information you have to collect it clearly. Correct way you have to collect, then only it will be easy for you. Now, third one. What is the third one? Second, I have forgotten to write it there on the left hand side. Third one. A shareholder holding 3,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each has paid the application money at 13 per share including premium of 10, allotment money 13 per shares including premium of rupees 10, and his shares are forfeited for non-payment of call of rupees 4 per share, and forfeited shares are reissued at rupees 7 per share. By seeing this security premium, you don't get so confused. Whenever the security premium is coming, that time you will keep in mind one thing, that security premium amount is clear or not. Clear means paid or not. Here you see every application's money ka saath, whatever the security premium was there, it was clear. Allotment ka saath, whatever the security premium also it is there, that also it is clear. So when you are going to pass this cancellation entry, that time security premium account will not come. Several times I told you. So how many shares company is going to cancel? 3,000. What is the face value? It is given the face value of rupees 10, and also the premium it is given 10 plus 10, 20. So that way you can write it here. 3,000 shares, face value of rupees 10 and premium of rupees 20. What is given it here? The applications. It is given the applications how much? 13, 3 plus 10. Allotment how much? Also 13, 3 plus 10. And the call means the first one or final one. Of course, this is 6 plus 4 is equal to 4 plus 0. See, it is coming 10 plus 10, which is here. And which is paid, which is not paid, these two are paid. This is paid and this is NP, matlab not net profit. NP matlab not paid. And all the shares company is going to reissue at rupees 7 per share. I think so. Yes. So again, company reissue here 3,000 shares at rupees 7 per share. So share capital account debit, share capital account debit to share forfeiture to call scenario. How many shares company is going to cancel? 3,000 shares. 3,000 shares into how much? 10 rupees. It means comes 30,000. How much is paid? 6 is paid. 3 plus 3. This is not coming. 6 is paid. So 3,000 into 6, and of course if it is 6, then it is 4. That means 1,000, 12,000. This is 12,000 and this is 18,000. Next, bank account debit. Bank account debit, how much? All shares company is going to reissue. How many shares? 3,000 shares. At rupees 7 per shares. So we are going to reissue 3,000 into 7. And share forfeiture account debit. Share forfeiture account debit. That is 3,000 into 3 to share cap. Share capital always 3,000 into 10 because company is going to reissue all the shares. So it will come into here 30,000. And if it is 30, then this will be 21 and this is 9. And now you understand the third entry. Third entry is very easy. What? The difference between this 18 minus 9. So, share forfeiture account debit. Share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve account. How much is coming? 18,000 minus 9,000 is equal to 9,000. Like that sum, you have to make practice. 12 question number is not that much hard. 13 question number is little difficult. The 13 question number I will go through once again in details. You follow that one. So you also follow the question number 13 also. Page number 60, question number 13, 1 through 13. Write journal entry in the books of the company for forfeited and reissue of forfeited shares from the following informations. Number 1. Company forfeited 1,200 equity shares of rupees 10 each. So we can write it here. The total shares 1,200 and face value was 10 each. For non-payment of the allotment money of rupees 14 per share, including premium of rupees 10 and first and final call money of rupees 3 per share, company reissued all these forfeited shares after giving the maximum possible discount. These shares were purchased by the company. So what is that one? Again, it is, you follow it. 10 rupees is the face value. For non-payment of allotment money of rupees 14 and the first call money of rupees 3. So here you see that it is given the applications, the allotment money of rupees 14 including premium. So this is 10 plus 10 is equal to premium is there. Allotment money of rupees 14, that is 4 plus 10 is not paid, and call money. And call money, how much is given? Call money of rupees 3. So if this is 4, this is 3, 7. So this is 3, of course. And this is paid. And this is not paid. Correct? And company going to reissue all these forfeited shares after giving the maximum possible discount. Reissue of 1,000 shares, that is maximum possible discount. So generally it is everyone of you know. That is 1 share capital account debit, 2 share forfeiture, 2 here the premium amount is not clear, 10 rupees. So this premium account also will come here. Share premium account will be debit. Is that it? So here also we write here share premium account also will be debit. Share premium account debit to share forfeiture to falls in here. Is that it? How much? Going to shares reissue 1,200 shares into 10. How much is the premium is not clear? 1,000 200 into 10, because this is the face value, this is the premium, isn't it? So this is coming 12,000. This is also coming 12,000, and which is paid? 3 rupees is paid, and 3 rupees is paid means this is 1,200 into 3. That means 3,600. Is not it? And including this is correspondingly I told this all means how much? 14, 4 plus 10, 14 plus 3, 17. You can write here 1,200 into 17. This you can write here. So how much is coming? That 12 plus 12, that is 24 minus 3,600 is coming 20,400, I think so. 20,400. Yes. Understand or not? This is I wrote together. If you add this thing, it is coming 24,000. This is 40,000 is coming because 4 plus 10, 14 plus 3, 17. Number 1. Number 2. What is given? It is reissued at maximum possible discount. Here, how much profit you have earned? 3,600. So, discount also you can give maximum 3,600. But here, share forfeiture account was debited 3,600. Here also you can make it it is credited 3,600. You make it a debit of rupees 3,600. So, bank account debit. And share forfeiture account debit. Share forfeiture account debit. You can write it here 3,600. 3,600. This amount will come in here. Same as it is. And 2 share gap. Share capital how much it is given? 12,000. So if it is 12,000 and if it is 3,600, that means 8,400. The difference between these two. This is called maximum possible discount because share forfeiture it was credited and debited are same, so their third entry is coming no entry because third entry share forfeiture you do not have any balance. This is the first. And the second. What is the second is given? After that I think you can make practice. So many sums I made it. You can do yourself. The second onwards, third onwards. So let me do the next part. Next part means the part which is given in your book that 30% board has deducted. Is not it? Which 30% board has deducted. From these 30%, I told you it is knowledge based you have to learn, but exam based it will not come. So better to know, it will help you to do the another type of sums also. Some idea I can give you, but practical sums I will not make you practice for the remaining 30%. Like that, few matters I want to tell you that what board has deducted. That things also I want to tell you. 13 questions, one I have done, remaining 2 are left that you may practice. If you do not understand, you can tell me at any time. Once again, question number 12 all you have done, question number 13 one I have done, remaining 2 I kept for you, and you will do the fair book for this chapter. All this exercise, question number 1 for MCQ, question number 2 for section B, and also all practical sums you will write in your fair book. While you are doing fair book, directly you don't write the answer in the fair book. First you solve it in the rough book. If you have any doubt, you can tell me. After clearing your doubt, then you complete your fair book. And the things what till I have to say something from this chapter, that is page number 42. The point number page number 42, the point number 14. I want to explain this one. Though this part it was directed by the board, but theoretical part you should know, because question may come in MCQ or section B also, and for knowledge base you should know this one. That is called pro rata allotment of share, not prorata, pro rata. This is PRO, pro RATA allotment, pro rata allotment of share. I want to give that a little idea about this pro rata allotment of system or the shares. What is called the pro rata and what is called this pro rata system. The practical sums I will not do, but theoretical matter I want to explain, just to try to understand. This will help you, this knowledge will help you. See, several times I told you that whenever company is giving the prospectus, issuing the prospectus to the shareholder is getting the prospectus, and in the prospectus company is explaining each and everything from top to bottom all. Whatever the queries comes from your mind, all company will explain in this, or a company will write or print in this prospectus. After reading this all, then you will take decision whether you will buy company shares or not. Suppose if you have taken decision that we are going to buy, but you have to send the application, and whenever you are sending the applications, you have to give the application money, whatever it is company allotted. This is the system. But sometimes it happens that one shareholder does not know how much application came from the other shareholders, because application is coming from the different places. The shareholder are scattered here and there. So when the last date of the applications is given, after that company will collect this all application and company will count that how much shares company got the application. Suppose it is given that company issues 1 lakh shares and company receives the applications, suppose 1,50,000 shares. This is called over subscriptions. Over subscriptions means company has the reputations in the market, because so many persons they are ready to buy company shares. When over subscriptions comes, that time company has the right to cancel or refund some excess applications. Excess application means how much? 50,000 shares. This is called excess. Excess application is coming 50,000 shares. So 50,000 shares company will be going to cancel if company is getting over subscriptions. But if company is getting under subscriptions, suppose instead of that 1 lakh shares, if company is getting 80,000 shares, suppose 80,000 application is coming, then over subscription it is not there. Company cannot cancel that, because minimum 90% company has to receive. So at least suppose 90,000. Suppose 90,000 application is coming, that means company has to accept 90,000 only. If 95 is coming, then company has to accept 95 only. Company cannot force to anybody that you have to buy my share. But at least 90% of the issued capital company should get the applications. Now, under subscriptions, the pro rata system will not be applicable. This pro rata system will be applicable only over subscriptions, not under subscriptions. Now, question is there, company has the right whose share will be cancelled, whose share will be accepted, whose share will be rejected, whose share will be cancelled or accepted. Now, 50,000 shares company is going to cancel. Company can take decision like that way, that two way company can take decisions, that whoever is applied on the basis of the proportions, because company can take decision that I cannot say to anybody to know. Those who have applied, I can give at least certain shares to give some satisfactions. Like that way, one company can take decision that I can give to everybody, but how much they applied, not that much, I will reduce for that. Or company can take decision, particular one region or particular one shareholder or two shareholder, three shareholder, company can select that one, that these are the shareholders, I will not give a single allocable to them. मतलब कोई शेयर होल्डर का पूरा शेयर कंपनी कैंसिल कर सकता है और ऐसा भी कर सकता है द प्रोपोर्शनेट ऑल्सो कंपनी कैन गिव दैट वन ऑल्सो. So that is one way I am telling you. Suppose it is given that one I made it. This is suppose A, B, C and D. 4 type of shareholders are there. Suppose you think is there. This application came from east side, this is west side, this is north and this is south. Now application came from east of India, east side of India, west side of India, north side of India or south side of India. Like that 4 groups of India. And it is applied. Suppose it is like that. And allocate it is like that. What is this applied? Suppose total applications you got how much? 1,50,000 shares. Correct? Suppose from the south, company got the 50,000 shares applications. From north, company got, suppose this is 20,000 shares applications. From here, company got suppose 30,000 shares. So this is how much is coming? 30 plus 20, 50, 50 plus 50. So you make it a 40. This is 40, 30, 70, 70, 50 on 120. 120 plus this is 30. What is this? From east of India, east side of India, company got 30,000 applications. From west side, company got 30,000 applications. From north side, company got 40,000 applications. From south side, company got 50,000 applications. Total company receives 1,50,000. So now company will take decision that company will cancel 50,000 shares. Like that, company can cancel this shareholder. Company will not give any allotment. This 30 company will give to all. This 30 company can give to all. This 40 company can give to all. This is cancellation. Cancellation whose 50,000 shares of south shares. This is cancellation and this is accepted. Accepted. Which one? 30,000 is accepted. Here also 30,000 is accepted and this is 40,000 is accepted. This is not accepted. So what is this? The total allotment will be 1 lakh. Total cancellation will be 50,000 and total accepted is also 1 lakh. This is called pro rata system. Pro rata system means company can take decision which share will be cancelled, which share will not be cancelled. There is so many things are there. Actually, exact pro rata is not like that. Particular area company has cancelled. One more example, if I give you, so that you can understand what is exactly pro rata system is coming. Let me say that one. Here you see. Once again, I am telling you how pro rata system is coming. Exactly pro rata system. What is this? That I want to tell you. This is one type I told. Another type, let me see. Suppose it is given that you have got applications 1,50,000 shares. Is not it? 1,50,000 shares you got you applications. Now what you see, this is 1,50,000 you got application and you have to accept 1 lakh. That means company can take decision that there is proportions of 3:2. What does it mean 3:2? 3:2 means company cannot say to anybody whole share I will cancel. Those who applied for 3 shares, company will give them 2 shares. Matlab, if you applied for 3 shares, you will get how many shares? You will get 2 shares. This is called proportions of the pro rata. 3:2. 3:2. That means it is 1,50,000 shares. You can make it a 1 lakh. So company is going to cancel everyone shares, and the company is going to accept everyone's shares. 3:2 ratio company will give. So those who will apply for, suppose 30,000 shares, or it is like that, suppose A, B and C, like that we take. A applied for suppose 30,000, B applied for suppose 60,000, 30, 60, 90, or C applied for how much? Again 60. Isn't it? 60 is 130. Suppose Mr. A, Mr. B and Mr. C, 3 persons or 3 sides shareholders, they applied for, A applied for 30,000 shares, B applied for 6,000 shares, and C applied also for 6,000 shares. What company has taken decision? The company that give the allotment in the ratio of 3:2. 3:2 means that those who apply for 30,000, company will give the allotment for 30,000. 60,000 means 40,000, and here 60,000 means 40,000. मतलब कंपनी किसी को फुल्ली ना बोला, सबको सेटिस्फेक्शन किया। आप 30,000 के लिए अप्लाई किया, आपको 20,000 अलॉट करो, आपका कैंसिल करो कितना, आपका कैंसिल करो 10,000 शेयर, तो 60,000 अप्लाई किया, उसको 40,000 एक्सेप्ट करो, तो उसको कैंसिल करो 20,000, और इसको भी कैंसिल करो 20,000, तो टोटल कैंसिलेशन 50,000 हो गया, टोटल एक्सेप्टेड 1 लाख हो गया। दिस इज कॉल्ड प्रो राटा सिस्टम। Means company is not going to say to particular anybody that I will not give a single share to you. Proportionate company distributed to all, because company cannot cross more than 1 lakh. Maximum company can issue 1,50,000. This is called pro rata system. Pro rata system, journal entries are same. There is no change anything in your journal entries. Journal entry it will be same. But what is the meaning of this pro rata? That you should know it. Hope you are understanding. Students, this is the last video of this chapter, and once again I will tell you, all this illustration and all this exercise, illustration is all you go through from your textbook. Even if you do not understand at any place, you can tell me at any time through WhatsApp. Exercise all these practical sums, including the question number 1 and question number 2, you write in your fair book. Before writing your fair book, you solve it in your rough book. If you have any doubt, you will tell me, and make practice whatever in which way I am telling you to do it, that also you will do it, and you try to solve it. Next chapter, next video I will start. Okay, all the best. Bye.